In many Asian countries, smog levels can be very high due to factory pollution. For traffic users, that means reduced visibility, basically like dense fog. Fortunately, both the rider and his passenger were more than okay. But riding in heavy smog comes with its own risks. Smog reduces visibility and irritates your eyes, and on a motorcycle, that matters a lot. More importantly, smog is unhealthy to breathe. It contains fine particles and pollutants that can enter deep into your lungs, increasing the risk of breathing problems and heart issues. If you have to ride in smog, wear a helmet with good sealing or a proper filter mask, keep extra distance, and ride much slower. Keep in mind, your lungs and heart matter just as much as your riding skills. In North Carolina, a biker learned the hard way why you need to be calm around Harleys and other cruisers at exits.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
These bikes are built to cruise, not flick quickly. Their longer wheelbase and relaxed steering geometry mean slower direction changes. In Ventura, like the rest of California, lane filtering is legal, but that doesn't mean you should rush it. Take it easy, because not every driver appreciates fast filtering.
Usually people apologize.
Oh, really? What's up?
You almost bumped my car.
I didn't though.
Yeah, but you almost did.
Oh, okay. Well, it was almost an issue then.
Usually people apologize.
Oh, really? I would apologize if I hit you, otherwise shut the up. Okay. If I hit you, then there'd be an issue. If not, off.
I'm pointing it out.
Okay. I'm in control myself.
That's funny. And you just swore at me, so you're not in control.
Oh no, I'm in control of my bike.
You're in control like a woman.
Okay.
Too much throttle can cause a bike to tilt over. We don't know exactly what happened in the next clip, but it was probably something similar. But those clothes are not for riding. You should always dress for the slide, not for the ride. A biker from Albuquerque, New Mexico, was riding at high speed, but when he hit around 130 miles per hour, he got hit with a speed wobble. When a speed wobble starts, don't fight the bars. Ease off the throttle, keep your body loose, and let the bike stabilize itself. And to prevent speed wobbles, keep proper tire pressure and avoid sudden inputs at high speed. In Casper, Wyoming, a biker had just left work and was trying to catch up with a coworker. He didn't notice that a truck ahead was stopped and turning until it was a bit late. Chasing someone or trying to keep up will always narrow your focus. Always scan far ahead, keep safe following distance, and never rush, especially after a long workday. Before I show you this clip from Atlanta, Georgia, I want to quickly clear something up, because a lot of people mix these two up. Lane filtering is when a motorcycle moves between cars at low speed, usually in stopped or very slow traffic, like at traffic lights. Lane splitting is riding between lanes at higher speeds when traffic is already moving.
And here is where the magic kind of starts to happen. So I get right behind this charger, right? And I start looking behind me because I noticed somebody in the corner of my eye just inching. I look back and she was on her phone. This time I'm not tripping about it. I'm just letting it be. We are inching up little by little, you know, traffic up ahead, whatever, right? And then for my safety, I just keep looking back and I see she's just straight on her phone, looking down, inching slowly. Here I check one more time and I'm starting to get PTSD because I got out of a motorcycle accident in early September where some woman rear-ended me. So I was like, let me get the hell out of here. So I start cutting up the line a little bit. And at this point, I'm chilling, like 3 minutes have passed, and I didn't cut the entire line. I just wanted to get somewhere where it's a little bit safer, and I make sure to put myself in a position where there was enough cars. And here comes this big ass, almost rear-ending the Kia in front of me.
Stop, get off the bike. We do split lanes for.
The rest of the video kind of speaks for itself, so I'll let you guys watch. Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
Kickstand.
can I move off to the side?
Hey, go back, 6'3", please.
Do you mind if I,
No, keep.
sorry.
What are you doing, man?
I don't like to be in, I literally just got from an incident being stuck in traffic, so I didn't want to be up there.
Well, it's,
And I can show you, just so you know.
reckless driving too, right?
Sorry?
Reckless driving.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
You can't split lanes.
I didn't,
Good.
ooh,
Take your helmet off.
absolutely. Can we pull off?
No, take your helmet off.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 20, sir.
20.
Yes, sir. I just came from advanced urology from an incident.
Helmet off. Yeah, it's reckless driving.
I did not know that. No, sir.
Yeah, you can't split lanes coming hauling ass down through here.
I thought I read somewhere, and I have my motorcycle license.
Huh?
I have my motorcycle license. Absolutely. I have no weapons on me. Go ahead. Sorry, wait, one second. I don't want to drop my helmet.
Take it off.
Go ahead, you can grab it.
Take it off. You take it off. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Absolutely. Am I
driving, man. You could have killed somebody.
Sir, I was just moving out the way because of the...
Here.
Okay. Yes, sir.
The police arrested the rider for reckless riding, accusing him of endangering lives. He was taken to court, spent some time in jail, and was given community service, but the case itself was dismissed. The key issue here was how the riding was classified. The officer accused him of lane splitting, which means riding at higher speed between moving lanes, and that can qualify as reckless riding. But in reality, what he was doing was lane filtering, moving slowly between stopped or near-stopped traffic. While both lane splitting and lane filtering are illegal in Georgia, they are not the same thing and carry very different legal weights. The rider later admitted he didn't even know there was a difference. So please, my Crash Bandito viewers, learn from this. Know the difference between lane splitting and lane filtering, because the words you use in court matter. In China, a biker was met with a surprise, and honestly, I'm not even sure what kind of vehicle that was. Even though that vehicle was clearly at fault for pulling out like that, the biker could have reduced the risk by sticking to the speed limit. Riding at 82 kilometers per hour instead of the allowed 50 kilometers per hour left him with far less time to react. In Algiers, Algeria, this rider experienced a speed wobble caused by uneven tire pressure. Warning lights were there, but they were ignored. Thankfully, it didn't end in a crash. Still, tire pressure directly affects handling, grip, and stability. Riding with incorrect pressure can turn a small issue into a major one, so check your tires before every ride. In Moscow, Russia, these bikers thought they were the menace on the road, until they suddenly ran into a close call themselves. In Los Angeles, California, a rider was lane splitting when another rider from behind came flying in and going fast, while lane splitting is a very bad choice. The rider went way too fast while lane splitting, and slowing down is the only way to keep good reaction time and staying visible to others. In Peterborough, UK, a biker ran into an Uber driver who was clearly not paying attention, and like many road users, he simply didn't see the rider.
Did you not see me?
When?
What do you mean? You just hit me.
Today?
What do you mean today? No, yesterday.
Sorry.
Did you not see me?
Now?
Yes.
Did I hit you?
Well, forget about it, mate.
When I was turning?
Yeah.
I was turning, I was good.
Like I've said many times on this channel, always ride like no one sees you. It avoids a lot of trouble. Scan far ahead and slow down whenever you spot someone who might turn. This rider from the Netherlands decided to take his adventure bike into the forest after snowfall, thinking the bike would handle it easily with a nice layer of snow on the ground. But the issue is the route to the forest, even for an adventure bike.
Ik heb de bocht de stapvoets genomen. En bij de eerste bocht gleed ik onderuit.
The cobblestone road makes it even more slippery, and on two wheels, that's a nightmare. Snow and ice remove almost all grip. No matter what bike you ride, you're still on two wheels, so it's best to avoid these conditions altogether. A biker from India was riding when he was about to pass a car, but the car suddenly turned, almost causing a crash. After that, the rider needed a moment for himself. I honestly don't know who's at fault here, the rider or the driver, so let me know what you think in the comments below. In Opwake, Belgium, this rider took his dirt bike out in the snow, but dirt bike or not, snow and ice don't care what you ride.
Ja. Wauw. Dit is wel gewoon mooi. Maar hier ga ik echt op mijn bek gaan. Call dit, bro. Hier ga ik op mijn bek gaan.
Off-road tires give confidence, but winter conditions still win. Snow hides ice, and one mistake is all it takes. The rider would have been better off avoiding the center of the road, where snow and ice build up. The safer line is the asphalt, where car tires have already cleared and compacted the surface, offering slightly more grip. Luckily, the biker was more than fine and continued his ride, this time choosing the safer line on the right.
Op mijn achterwiel.
A rider from California was enjoying some twisty roads when one corner had an unexpected surprise waiting for him. That surprise was loose gravel mid-corner, and gravel kills traction instantly, especially when you're leaned over. The rider handled it fine, but you should always skim the road ahead, it can save your life. In Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, a biker was riding when a semi-truck made an unexpected move, but instead of braking, the rider reacted in a very different way. Luckily, the biker is fine, but swerving into the unknown is often more dangerous than hard braking. Proper, controlled braking could have prevented this. Braking keeps the bike predictable, while swerving takes you into hazards you haven't even identified yet. In Altamonte Springs, Florida, a biker was hit on the side by a car, but the driver didn't stop and took off, so the bikers went after him. bikers started to chase the driver.
Oh, let's go Denny's.
The car also had a broken hood, which makes it look like the driver had already hit something. Something was definitely going on.
Hey, get the police! Get the police! Hey! 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 Hey, that car in the white one? He hit the motorcycle right there. He's trying to take off.
Luckily, they found an officer along the way, and the police joined the chase to go after the driver.
Where'd he get you?
He clipped the whole right side, but he didn't hit. He hit my mirror. I moved over. I saw him coming up on my ass.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
The clip cuts off here, but the biker said the driver was drunk and charged with DUI and a hit-and-run. The vehicle was impounded, and about $1,000 in tickets were issued, but luckily the rider is okay, just very pissed. Thank you for watching. Please consider to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.